A lot of times children do resemble a parent, don't they? Jesus says, yes, there is definitely a family resemblance between me and my Father who is in heaven. John chapter 14, verse 9 says, when you have seen me, and Jesus is speaking here, when you have seen me, you have seen my Father. Ah, yes. The whole life and ministry have been windows through which God is seen. And yes, positively, absolutely, for sure, to know Jesus is to be brought to the Father. I can explain this, but I'm not going to, I don't think I really need to go into detail. My wife, Kim, has 6 siblings, so there are 7 children in her family. Brothers and sisters, 7. Kim's youngest brother, by birth, is biologically her first cousin, but has been adopted and is now her brother, Kevin. And, Kevin was a little kid when I became a part of Kim's family, when we got married almost 49 years ago. And I listened to Kevin and I listened to my now father-in-law, now late father-in-law, talk about what it was like when he would bring little Kevin to the store or wherever. A lot of times people would stop him and say, they'd smile, and they'd say things to my father-in-law like, Kermit, he looks just like you. It always made him laugh, and he always smiled whenever he told any of those stories. The interesting thing is, my father-in-law now has been gone. He's been singing in the heavenly choir for about 2 years now. And occasionally I talk to Kevin on the phone. And every single time that I do, I remember some of those stories from when he was a little boy. It's actually hard to think about some of that. But you know what else I think about? I think about Kevin and the kind of person that he is. The big heart that he has, the sensitivity to the needs of others, that really is kind of what he's really all about. And some other personality traits. And I think to myself, you know what? He really does look like Kermit. The same things are important to him. And they do tend to shape a person's life, and even, I think, how they look. So even though Kevin biologically is an adopted brother to Kim, he looks quite a bit like their father. Think about it. Jesus says, when you have seen me, you have seen my Father. The real question is, when people look at you, can they see Jesus? I hope so, because that's what Grace to Go really is all about.